Hello all and welcome to GTA Doing It the Wrong Way. This week we're going to be having double money on the bunker sale. So we're going to log on into the old bunker software and make that sale. We're going to do it solo, so there's only going to be one vehicle. 462 at Los Santos, so we're making double the money there. 462, nice. And we'll see what kind of vehicle we are going to get. I wish people would stop sending me messages when I'm trying to do this. And why doesn't my phone actually switch to silent mode? I don't know if you could hear that.
Okay, you're
Um,
making a few drops today. Slight complication as
Splendid.
Merryweather's got your
We
delivery
have
schedule. Look
the
out for him and
Armored
maybe put something on the
Insurgent Pickup
insurgent's weapons system.
Custom. So
Otherwise,
it's
good
going to
luck.
take Griefers a fair few missiles to blow this one up, especially when you're in the vehicle. So they're going to use most of their rockets, the Mark II oppressor, to blow this up. So it's pretty good for doing the sales. The one problem is that you get the old at each drop-off point, you get the Merryweather turds come out and try and shoot you. But if you just stay in the vehicle, use your machine gun or machine pistol on them to wipe them out. First off, you'll just have a few vehicles, motorbikes, and that they'll come in on. Some of them are insurgents as well, and then you'll get the helicopters. So it's a bit of a tricky one, but it should be okay. And the other thing is as well, once we get to the drop-off zone, we will actually be off the radar. So anybody who hasn't seen us will not then see us as long as we stay within the yellow zone. Well, seeing as we're doing this solo, I should probably explain that the way I set up a solo drop is that you fill up your bunker fresh from zero stock after just doing your sale. And then you wait till you sell a little bit of stock, as you can see there in the probably corner, as I will have put up a video, and then you purchase 15,000 worth of stock, and that should make just about enough for a solo sale. I mean, you could go a little bit higher than that, I'm sure, for certain. But this way, there's no inputs. You just leave it until the stock runs dry, and then you sell it, which is probably about 2.5 to 3 hours. I can't remember which. And bear in mind, this is selling in a fully fully upgraded bunker, so we get the most efficiency, make the most profits. This is a great way of making money, by the way. So double money is certainly a very welcome input for this week and for making this sale. Here we are, coming up to the yellow flare for dropping our weapons off. So we'll just press E. What the hell? It's not dropping off. I've not checked this lobby to see if there's any modders in, so I'm hoping that they've not just broken a session, which I think they have. So I'm just going to have to uh, do what I have to do here. And right, at this point I've sped up the video because it's frustratingly not a lot is occurring. We cannot drop. I've tried multiple times and I keep driving away and back again. The funny thing that has happened is these Spaniards have appeared into a couple of helicopters and on the ground as well. Normally when you do the first drop it's Merryweather that appears, so I've not actually done any drops and these guys have appeared, these random guys, so something has gone very wrong. A modder is having a hilarious time here with this. This is a new one to me, I've not seen this one before. I really do not know. I mean, maybe it's not a modder, maybe it's just a genuine error in the session, but I feel that I'm going to have to restart once again and do it all over again, which is very frustrating, heavily frustrating. Here we are, back amongst them, selling for 441, so we're taking a 20 grand hit on that error in the session, the
Okay, you're
last
worried about
session.
selling these arms and them
And
not
we've
getting
taken,
used?
most
We got a fire
significantly, a
and everything we need
downgrade in our
replaced for
delivery
a Hanzo.
vehicle with
You'll need
what
big
is quite a
off-roaders to
tricky kind of truck to drive and deliver with, and it only takes one missile hit. So anybody on the old noob bike is going to have a really easy time smashing us to smithereens and breaking our hearts when it comes to selling these goods. Not off to a great start there, driving. I'm trying to talk and drive. It does not really work. I always go up this gully, and it's just the best way to start off this mission every time. The problem we have is with this one as well. It's also rather cold-heartedly thrown all our deliveries on the other side of the map, so we are going to have a terrible time getting over there. There's only about 6 people in this session, but what's the chances that one of those is a complete knobhead is gonna try and get us on the way to our delivery point? There's also the terrible driving, which I'll be putting in there as well. I'm quite good. I mean, in respect to where I started on this, I was terrible with this car to begin with. I haven't lost a great deal due to my own driving, but more due to people blowing me up with noob bike rockets up my Jaxi, which is very easy with this massive, hard to control vehicle, which is slow moving. Super easy. Although they can't lock onto you, they can fly up to you and give you six of the best, as they would say in boarding school. A boarding school that I never went to. But I'm sounding a bit of a neggy Nigel at this point because I'm quite frustrated that the last one failed. But I do like these deliveries. They are the best ones in the game, I think. The old bunker missions, and they do make the most money. You get the most bang for your buck. So I wouldn't say be put off by my negative words here, but just be ready. And obviously, in any sale in this situation, it's a lot better to do it with friends. But I get the feeling I just don't want to inconvenience my friends, even though they would help me out. And sometimes I can't be bothered waiting until they're online as well. So I just deliver this solo and take the old risk, which is worth it sometimes for entertainment value, if for nothing else. Right, I have sped up this section because it's pretty tedious. Just a lot of me driving badly and smashing into cars when I really shouldn't and really should know better. But everyone in the session seems to be quite chillaxed about things, and we're getting through the city quite well. Normally I try and avoid the city and go on the mountain routes, but for some reason I've gone the worst route possible, just following the GPS there. That's the problem with doing this. I recommend you use your own route, do not follow the GPS in any way. I'm going to go up the hill here, try and get to this first point. There she blows! A bloody big pipe! Didn't think about that. And I want to be on the other side. So I'm going to smash down this hill. Hopefully not drown in that water there. I think it's too shallow, but... well, you never know. Some kind of hydroelectric power station, I imagine. There we are. Up on the hill, we have our first bloom of yellow smoke. Once we drop our first case of goods, we're going to get the attack helicopters on our case. And with them, you just ignore them, because if you shoot them, more come. So you can shoot them down, but it is not worth it. So there's the first one. And for some, I've really done this the wrong way. I should have started on this one down here at the bottom. I'm going downhill, and then I'm going to have to come back uphill. What the hell's going on? What's this matey crack doing? I don't know whether he's helping me, trying to blow up the helicopters, or whether he's trying to blow me up. He is a Mark II knobhead bike. Try and drop this one off. He's blown the helicopters up, but he's still here, so I think he's after me. I don't think there's a limit to how many times I can drive around this tree. Yeah, there he is. He's lined up. He is terrible on that bike. What a miss. I think it's time to bail out. Well, Keron 666 and I worked it out in the end. So now we're going to trudge our way up this hill. Pretty low on health, and these helicopters are going to keep on trying to tag me. So we could get our skull exploded at some point and have to restart, respawn somewhere terrible, and then find our way back up to this actual vehicle. But it's kind of reveals a bit of a weakness in the mechanic of the game, because if you this is an enjoyable gameplay. I think these delivery missions, I think there is a challenge to getting them completed as it is. So when you had players that are ultimately cargo griefing you, it's very easy for them to just take your full load of cargo, especially with this slow-moving vehicle. And notice how I'm balanced on this ridge. There's only a finite area where I can drive, so I can't maneuver whatsoever when I'm on this ridge. I'm going to tumble down the hill either end of this narrow track, so it makes it very easy for griefing. So that's a tip for griefers. Just smash people once they're on the ridge. Awesome. But yeah, if you're doing a double money delivery and you can't get out of it, then it's probably just a case of restarting the game rather than losing the full load. Because remember, it takes 2.5 to 3 hours to build up this load. Unless you have loads of money and you can quite happily lose it, then lose it. By all means, if it isn't going to have a negative impact on your social welfare. Well, that's our double money delivery completed. So if you enjoyed that, drop a like and a subscribe. And I hope you have a most excellent day. Thank you very much for watching. I do like this moped that you get at the end of the delivery. It's like a little treat, a little bonus for completing the job. Especially when you get to do an awesome jump like this. Ooh. Nailed it.